What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Should have liked and sub, and let's get into this. And unfortunately, on top of the blacklisting calls and all the other calls against Mark Kern, Grums, if you know, because boy, the gaming journalist and devs who he is outing do not like him. Of course, he showed us over six for sure of the community managers. It's like over 10 at this point of the community managers who run these companies community in the forums and their discords, and they actively hate the people that they're supposed to be communing with. So here we have games journalist Ryan Easby calls for violence against former World of Warcraft team lead Mark Kern, otherwise known as Grums. Games journalist Ryan Easby, who has freelanced for various outlets, including NME, PS Games In, The Escapist, The Gamer, and Gay Meme Magazine, and others took to social media to call for violence against former World of Warcraft team lead Mark Kern. SB posted on X, soft launching my campaign to kick Mark Kern in the balls. He has since deleted the post, but Kern shared a screenshot to his timeline. And there we go. Grums, of course, of him on X. This is not okay. And yeah, could you imagine their reactions? They freaked out of us simply having that list that Brutus made of the Steam curation list. They freaked out at that. Could you imagine if we called for actual violence like they are right here? Eastby's call for violence was echoed by another journalist, John Phipps, who hosts Super Deluxe Gamescast. Phipps posted to X, "It's actually based. I'd donate." And then, of course, this is not okay. Former Riot Games senior concept artist and current art director at Easy Games, Michael Marino, also approved the call to assault Kern. He wrote, "Agreed. This isn't okay." Yeah. So there you go. They have no problem with violence against someone just calling out their DEI agenda. Eastby is no stranger to making unhinged comments on social media, such as this call to violence. Back in March, he posted, "If there's one thing to take away from this week, it's that gamers don't deserve video games. Just send them to a construction yard or something instead." Meanwhile, I was thinking, if there's one thing we've learned is that a lot of those game developers don't deserve gamers buying their games. Eastby has also repeatedly claimed you cannot be racist towards white people. He's one of those. He wrote on March 8th, "It's weird. If you were truly based, you'd know it's unequivocally improvable that racism against white people doesn't exist, no matter how much of a mob of angry community noters you want to think." Yeah, sure. On March 26th, he wrote, "You can't be racist against white people, pal." In another post of the same day, he wrote, "Oh, you silly. You can't be racist against white people. I see your mistake." Yeah. He also wrote earlier this week, "Alyssa speaks only the truth. You simply cannot be racist against white people, the dominant power in the world." Yeah. All lies and racisms in and of themselves. He did a racism. Eastby has also heavily insulted Kern over the past couple of weeks before issuing his call to violence. On March 22nd, he posted, "Mark Kern is a failed games developer turned reactionary who wants to use the Sweet Baby Inc. coattails to reach popularity. And what's wilder is that he's achieving popularity with the exact crowd he wants, bigoted gamers." On the 28th of March, he wrote, "Mark Kern is the stupidest person alive. That's all I'm saying." Just hate and jealousy is what all of this is. On April 1st, of course, Eastby accused Kern of harassing a journalist as well. Yeah, and this is when Kern did his April Fool's joke of the marriage announcement between him and Alyssa Mercanti, who kept blocking and unblocking him in order to reply to his posts. On April 4th, Eastby accused Kern of being directly responsible of an alleged DDoS attack on Compulsion Games. He wrote, "You can directly trace the current DOSing of Compulsion Games back to Mark Kern and the Sweet Baby shit. They don't deserve this at all, and I hope the full force is brought down on the people who caused this." The full force of what? The alleged DDoS attack on Compulsion Games appears to have been completely fake. Shocking, because they were crying harassment. Why wouldn't they scream doxing? Spawn on Me with Khalif Adams. Host Khalif Adams made the initial accusations, but quickly backtracked and admitted to taking his initial post down. He wrote on X, "I'm totally fine with being wrong." It took the tweet down some hours later after taking a break on social to make sure the potential for misinformation was lessened. "I hope there was no nefariousness happening that caused their site to go down, but also wouldn't be surprised if there was." Finally, on April 9th, Eastby wrote, "It's very funny that Mark Kern's trying to be the face of an entire movement, but in every single appearance he's made since starting it, he's refused to show his actual face." Yeah, he has a very nice and expensive, I might add, virtual avatar, which is fine, especially since, like, look there, his face is right there. He's not an ugly dude, and his avatar looks just like him. So nothing wrong with being a VTuber, especially if you can get a really good one, which I'm sure he can. Obviously, they can cost thousands of dollars for the really good ones. I don't know. Let me know what you think. This is more screaming. This is more just. Mark is obviously the one calling for the 2-year moratorium on buying AAA games. He's outing all of the community managers and all these racist game devs. So, of course, they want him shut down. And in addition to blacklisting and trying to take away his livelihood, they now want physical violence on him. And they par for the course for those people and that ideology. Let me know what you think of this. Make sure to like, share, and sub. If you've done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you. And
well, bye.